Hey guys, welcome back. This trading card game started out as a Kickstarter campaign in 2012 and was co-designed by Richard Garfield, the very creator of Magic the Gathering. Today, we'll be taking a look at Solforge Fusion and deciding if it is worth your time playing. Let's get straight into it. So a little bit about Solforge Fusion. The game was originally launched as Solforge back in 2016, but stopped development in 2017 and eventually shut down in 2019. Solforge Fusion is actually the sequel to the first game and was first announced in July 2022. The game was released to early access on Steam in April 2024, and you can jump in to play the game right now. What is unique about this game is it's actually a hybrid deck game, meaning their decks are both physical and digital. You can purchase the physical deck and scan them to create digital decks. All digital decks can be minted as NFTs, which gives players true asset ownership and allow you to buy, sell, and trade them on marketplaces. So if you created a really good deck that you have won lots of games with, you can choose to cash out by selling the deck if you wish. So this gives Solforge Fusion a unique advantage compared to many other digital trading card games out there. In most of those games, players are not able to own or trade the cards at all. There's essentially no potential upside to collecting in those games. Players can choose how they want to play this game. There is the tabletop version you can play by purchasing the physical cards. There is the digital Web 2 version, and if you want to, you can participate in the Web 3 economy by minting the decks as NFTs. The gameplay itself is pretty unique and feels very different from Magic the Gathering. For one, there's no mana system in this game. You can play any card that you want during your turn. Throughout the match, cards will evolve to become stronger versions of themselves. So this simulates the passage of time during the battle and adds a lot of strategic depth to each match. The forming of your deck is also unique because players need to fuse two decks to form a fused deck, which they will play with. There are 4 factions in the game and they provide additional variety to the types of playstyle and tactics to employ during each match. So is Solforge Fusion worth playing then? I have played it myself for several hours and can say that the game really makes you think during the 30 to 40 minute match. Each of the 4 factions have a very different playstyle, and because of the fused decks, it adds a lot of variety to the encounter. I like that there is also a PvE campaign with no time limit that players can take advantage of to learn about the game while having fun playing. PvP matches have time limits, so you already need to be familiar with the cards and the effects that they have. The game's mechanics are interesting and is refreshingly different from Magic the Gathering. The learning curve can be a little bit steep, but the tutorial really helps ease players into the flow of the game. There are also tournaments, events, and leaderboards that players can participate in. In addition, the team is constantly adding new cards and expansions to the game. At the time of this recording, the latest expansion, Shadows over Solace, has just launched that features new Forge Bonds, new set mechanics, and new creature synergies. So all in all, I would say yes, Solforge Fusion is a game that is worth playing. And especially if you are a TCG player, I would recommend for you to give this a go. So let me know what you think in the comments down below. Have you tried out Solforge Fusion yet? And what are your thoughts? Did you like it, and do you think the game is worth playing? Thank you so much for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one.